And yeah, and thank you. The side roof. Oh, what do you mean, like the side roof? Like the explain. Yeah, strawberry hunting. That is going to be freaking fun. I swear. I'm going to have to use the database for that to find out where the biggest batches of them are. I don't even know if strawberries come in clusters or if they have biomes where there's more of them than not, because I've only seen them in, you know, small little nodes. I haven't seen them in larger quantities. Hell, I'd even like to see them as frequent as you do the grapes, but that I haven't. I've only seen them in one-offs here and there. I don't know. Strawberries are going to be fun. And you know what really sucks about winemaking is strawberries and blueberries are the first thing it wants you to make. They're not even advanced, but they're so damn difficult to find. I think I found 1 node of blueberries and maybe 4 nodes of strawberries in the entire 2 weeks. I haven't really been looking, but other things you don't have to look for to find. Garlic, onions, things like that. But strawberries, I mean, you can't see those damn things. They are like flat to the ground, and they got one little tiny white. They're a patch of green, a tiny patch of green with one white flower on them, and it's not easy sometimes. Supposedly in this pond right here, unless someone built over it, there was a patch of strawberries, but I've never been able to find them. But other people said a while back, said, yeah, they were here, but that was before they built these structures. So they might have very well built them over a strawberry patch. And thanks for about the pub. I put a lot of time into it. Like I said, I want to build as if I was actually there. What would I expect to see? That's what I want to see, you know. And I know people are like, well, yeah, that's kind of what they do anyways when they build. Well, yes and no. They build what they want. They build how they fantasize it, and that's fine. That's absolutely great. There's a lot of unbelievable builds out there. But for me, it was all about the realism. It's like, if it did exist, how would it really look? Or what would I expect it to look as close to as I could possibly get it? Okay, fill that up, get it 50-50, good. I think I got enough heartwood, so what I'm going to start doing now is, if you all don't know, the larger kilns, larger charcoal kilns can take heartwood to make charcoal. The smaller ones cannot. The heartwood, I think it takes twice as many, but you get that much, you get twice as much back, and it's only 4 extra minutes. I think it's like 14 minutes versus 10. I can't really remember. I think I got this filled up as well. Is this filled up? Nope, that's not filled up. That's going to have to wait. I want my charcoal first. So yeah, I'm getting there. And I think I filled up. I really got to fix this a little bit here. I don't like that. I think I filled up my heartwood downstairs, so I'm going to start filling the upstairs. No, I don't. Good, good, good. All right. All right, let's go upstairs and start filling that up. All right, so I want all wood here. Let's put the heartwood there. There you go. So 2 woods here, heartwood there. That's going to be used for the charcoal. Over here, I'm going to start putting all of my ore, so I can use for this. Because right now my ore is taking up space downstairs in the basement, and I don't want it to. I want ingots down there. I do not. I want to keep my ore with the furnaces. So let's start busting up some oak. Probably have about 3 more rounds, 4 more rounds, and I'll be where I want to be. There we go. And that was the death of that. Yep, that's fine. All right, so I'll leave that for the woodland fairies. Oh, and I also need to fill this with stock as well, because this is the servants' runway. That needs to come out, because this is also going to be a storage area and like a fire escape necessary. I don't know. That's pretty much what this is. I don't know. Actually, you know, this was intended to have a ladder that went up from here to here. But now that I have my staircase there, which, by the way, I am very, very happy with this staircase. If you haven't seen it, let's see if I can get up on this well. There you go. Let's see if I can hop over there. Look at this staircase. Tell me that's not one badass staircase. I mean, does it look chunky? Yes, but this is a servant staircase. It's basically meant, here's how it works. So you have servants that are going to be up here cleaning and stuff while there's going to be customers. There's going to be plates that need to be picked up. There's going to be flagons and cups and cutlery and all this stuff. All just the crap that humans leave around after they get done eating and getting drunk. Well, servants can come down this way, servants access, and they can go immediately into the kitchen. So that's what that's for. And it's also, of course, customers, if they want to go upstairs from this direction, they can. It's not completely left off to employees only, but, you know, I got to do something about that. Ooh, I got to do something about that. I'm going to have to fix that. I'm going to have to fix that. All right, I'll fix that later. That's fine. This is when I was building up the roof. I needed to figure out how to get some extra support. So I'll have to obviously do something. I think that's one of the rogue. I think that's the only one. Yeah. So you see, I'm about 95%. So I got a few things I got to do left. I got to patch up this with thatch, and yeah. So there you are. There you have it. And what do I got to do next? What's next? So I got to get a new axe. Let me close the doors. I don't like doors left open like that. There we go. And I come over here. I don't think I have another wrought iron in here. No, I don't. But I do in my super duper secret stash of stuffs. Look at all those pickaxes. Look at all those pickaxes. All wrought iron. Ooh, baby. Sexy. And close that. Close that. There's never any oak over that way, but there's always oak in this whole forest area. Nice. All right, so for most of this time, I'm going to go quiet. I'm going to do this last oak. I got to go grab some laundry. Like I said, it's laundry day. Dryer's done, so I got to go put more in the dryer from the washer, and then put more in the washer, and then I got to fold it real quick. So every time I do this, I'm going to be on break for about 10 or 15 minutes. I would like you guys to hang around, but I understand if, you know, me doing laundry ain't the reason why you're on Twitch. So by all means, I hope to see you soon. I hope you stay, but if not, enjoy. But I'll be back in about 15 minutes or so. All right, let me get this. I keep getting the trees, don't I? Because I keep talking. So let me get this one tree, and then, yeah, we'll do ourselves a break. All right, see you shortly. Looks like the dryer didn't dry as well as it usually does. So I had to add on a little bit longer, so I'm back a little bit quicker. And I'm going to have my breakfast while I'm doing this, as, you know, I'm multitasking. Like, Mandemikc, what are you having for breakfast? I am having leftover homemade chicken pie. I love my chicken pie. I make a good chicken pie. Nothing from a can. Everything homemade. That's how it should be. But I will let you on a little secret. The longest time I was making my own pie crust. A short crust bottom and a puff pastry top. Make it all homemade from scratch, freezing the butter, shredding it, mixing it with the flour, you know, all that other stuff. You know what I found out? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just buy yourself a pre-made pie crust. The roll-up kind, not the ones in a frickin' aluminum tin. Even an aluminum pie tray. Nah. Buy your sheets. I'll tell you why you buy your sheets. You buy the sheet ones because you're not going to use all the sheet one, all the part of the sheet. You maybe use 3/4 of it. So you know what you do with that sheet that's left, that part of the sheet that's left? You gently roll it out into a rectangle, put it all together, gently roll it out into a rectangle, and then brush it with melted butter, cinnamon, and sugar. Then you fold it, roll it out again gently, and do it again, and then fold it one more time. Then roll it out into a nice rectangle, and then use your pizza cutter to cut it into long slices. Then you twist those slices up, put it on a baking sheet, and you bake it. You got cinnamon twists that you can give the kids for their dessert, for their pudding. That's what you do. All from the same, just nice and efficient cooking, you know? Use what you got. Minimize the amount that you add in. And make homemade. Cook. Learn to cook. Oops. Sorry about that. Didn't realize I was still on the be right back. Pay more attention. Sometimes I like to talk, sometimes I don't. I also like to take the mood of my viewers. And when the viewers want to chat, they can. Otherwise, if they just want to relax and watch, then I'll stay quiet until you guys want to ask me a question. So enjoy. I'm going to show you guys something. I added the vines in yesterday, and I added a light behind one of the vines on the right-hand side. So look on the right-hand side at the little balcony. I added a light behind the vine there, right up there. That looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Nice and calm. I wish that maybe let me get me over where I don't have all that smoke. There you go. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I like it. It's funky, it's different. This part here, I can't really do much about because they're limited on what they really have to offer as far as anything at an angle like this. So it does feel like it just got cut off. But I really can't do much about that. And I really don't mind to. I'm okay. Certain things up here, it just is what it is. I really couldn't, again, you had a cap here. I couldn't do a whole lot about that either. I might be able to, I'll go over there and play with that someday, fix this part here. But once you get close to this furnace, man, this thing starts sloping outwards slightly as it goes lower towards the base. And these are affected by it because there's a lot of long pieces of thatch. So you got to be careful with that. But the top part, boy, that smoothed right in. That did exactly what I wanted it to. So it looked pretty good. It looked really good. Okay, these are filled up. Just always double checking, always double checking. All right, and over here, I believe this box is near filled. Yep, I could finish that off. This is full. I know the one downstairs is full. So let's start adding the ones up here to these. All right, so, nope. Got wood here. Nice. Wood's going to be here. And then this is all going to be this. All right, so that's pretty much, I'll still add as much as I can. Oh. But it kind of gives you a little bit of the tingles too, doesn't it? Rather real feeling. All right, so let's go back through there and start chopping down some more oak and wood. Again, so this will be my last run. I'll finish this run off, and then I will go do a run for some iron. We're going to need that. And then after I get done with that, I'm going to go do a run for some wrought iron. Excuse me. Actually, no. I think what's going to be more important is to do a run for leather. And I'll tell you why. There is a spear head or a spear shaft in my blacksmithing, and it'll help level me. And I need to get my blacksmithing up. So making like wrought iron spikes, wrought iron bars are a lot more successful. They are pretty successful now. I think I got them on moderate or easy. But I want to level my blacksmithing. Then I could make more mats confidently to start leveling my weaponsmith. But for the most part, this will be the last wood run this morning or today. Can't tell you how many I did. What did I do? 5, 6? I think that will do for wood for today. Now let's head west. Let me bring up the map. We're going to head over here to this quarry. We're going to do and have a path that you follow this way and this way. By the time you get to here, you're full of iron. Stop it. Leave me alone. Where am I going? Yep. And I go slightly west. Is there some iron? There's an iron node up here. Hello, Stag. I will be coming for you today or tomorrow. For all of you and your kin. So what I do when I go hunting for leather, I try to bring someone along because I drop all the suet. I drop all that. Oh shit! Let me get out this. I drop all the suet, everything else but the leather. I literally go for pure. It's a pure leather run, and I also skin, of course, because you know that's how you get the leather. But it's good for my skinning as well. Let me see where I'm at. I need to go this way. All right. In doing so, I basically have leather for about a good while. If I like a pickaxe, man, you can kill 2 boars at once. Let's see. Yeah, I should be coming around. About out here somewhere, there should be a node of iron. It's around where these guys built up. That's too far. That's right. There it is. There it is. All right. So what I do is I take this node, and when I get closer to the quarry, I set my grace. Actually, I could set my grace now because it doesn't really matter. Gathering, mining. Excuse me. My mining's already 35, so I can make short work of this with the wrought iron. See that? I get through iron in a split. Doesn't take any time whatsoever. There's the quarry. See, nice and close. I want to come back for those goats at some point and do a goat run just to get the wool. See, I got a lot of mats that I want to collect and hold on to as I start doing. Now I could do iron level and some tier 2 stuff in easy and trivial. You know, that feels good. When somebody asks you for something, you can just go and grab your stuff out of your inventory and make it for them. They need to fix these XP windows, man. I swear to God, they are annoying. You know, I don't like to bitch about this game because I like this game a lot. Like a lot. But, you know, you have to call it out. This window right here, these XP windows that are popping up, I mean, I cannot believe that they even thought putting them in the center of the damn screen. It makes no damn sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Put them right below see your compass up at the top? Put it below that. And how hard is that? Let's see what I can do. Builds up my combat, doesn't it? Look at that. They are building up over here, man. There you go. They are building up. I'll grab the iron up here. I've got a little route I take. I used to take a route over that way, but they are building up a lot over there. That looks like a snake up there, doesn't it? That looks pretty all right. I like what they did there. It's like a snake coiled up, man. I could dig that. That's some good building, if you ask me. That's some real good building. Yep. Hopefully he's not done. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. You know, I can run this gauntlet because there's a node over there, but I got my grace going, so I'm fine to skip that node. At least it looks like there was a node. I think someone might have covered over the damn thing. That's one thing about the builds you got to be careful, especially when you go hunting, is these nodes will disappear on you. They will go away. Now, you builders, especially me while I'm hunting, man, anytime I'm near it, hunting is frustrating. I'll tell you why it's frustrating, because when you go in the forest and stuff, or you're going around areas where you know that there are deer or boar or whatever, anytime somebody builds a plot, lays a plot down, things go away in that area or near that area. The deer don't come close, or you know, they despawn, or it thins it out. It thins out your prospects for materials. So I'm glad that they put a limit on how many you can build, or where people can build, or the number of people. Actually, they don't limit the builds. They limit the number of people that are allowed to build. So in our area where we're at, in Avon, it's full. No new people can build in Avon. It's at its max. I think that's fantastic. It's actually Kust wants to come in. He's a avid watcher of mine. Well, avid. He's a continuous watcher of mine, and he wants to come in. And I'd like him to as well. He's a nice guy, nice person at least. I don't know if it's a guy or not. But saying that, where you going? Where you going? There you are, my little fella. He can't join us, as there's no space. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks, oh shit, looked in the wrong direction. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks, people start dropping, and those that want to come in and try again can come in. Magnetite, there are some of these resources I'm keeping. Obsidian, I don't care about those. We got tons of. People collect those for days. Don't care about sand, don't care about citrine or blizzard stone or this. All right, so then what I do is I start clearing and doing this. Minecraft it. So I call this Minecrafting. Let's do this. Let's put that up here. So sand will start building up here, and then I can watch how much of it collects. And then I can start removing those items I don't want until I get all the iron filled up, and then I could start filling up any of those empty spaces with more iron and start removing some of the garbage stuff I don't really care too much about. These are both iron. Good.